everybody and welcome to today's vlog. So I've literally just finished work. It's now 2:45. I finished work at 2:30. I work 7 till 2:30. Very lucky, I know. So I thought I'd show you a typical evening for me, like in the week. It's also a beautiful day. So yeah, I just thought I'd bring you along to show you my equestrian evening routine. So welcome to the feed room. It's not your feed room, Phelan. We need to get this plastic put back in, but for now it makes the perfect window for Phelan to say hello. So yeah, this is the feed room. I don't give my horses loads and loads of feed, but the first job I need to do before I actually bring the horses in is to make all the feeds up. I've only got one left, as you can see. So I try and make all the feeds up just so it's all done in one hit, and plus if anything happens to me, there's feeds available. I also do have like everything they have to eat written down here. This is their work routine. Donny's, ponies and stuff here. So yeah, here's a little feed room tour, guys. These are my dressage rosettes, a bike, a hot horse shower, loads of rugs, and yeah, lots of feed bins basically. So yeah, we need to make the feeds. That's the first job on the list, and I don't need your assistance. We can't actually keep feed in these bins here because you get in, don't you? You get in and you eat it. Yes. So the boys want a very simple feed. They just have the honey chop original, and then I swapped them onto the garlic one in the summer. This is the garlic one. We've literally just swapped onto this because the flies here are horrific. If you had smell-o-vision right now, you'd be like, garlic. And then they have Allen and Page Soothe and Gain, and these are soaked for 5 minutes before feeding. No, you can't have any. No, you can't. They have the exact same thing because Finley likes to eat Donny's food. So the only time they have something different is when they come in the stables, which is like on exercise days. I try and give Donny an extra cup of nuts in his one. And I also like to give Finley his glucosamine, just to keep him supple and happy. Oh, that needs a wash. So, literally, oh, look at my flamingo legs. Literally, they have one of these cups of nuts each. I try and do it whilst they're not in the stables because then they think it's tea time and they get very, very excited. I also serve these nuts, I also serve these nuts warm in the mornings when it's a bit colder. A, it takes quicker for them to soak. And B, I don't like them having a cold breakfast if it's like cold outside because it increases risks of colic. So, and there we go. Now for the chaff. So chaff wise, it's just one of these. Do they call them a stub scoop of chaff each? Just give it to them level. So that is all my feeds made up. Yeah, I just use all the buckets I have really. Put these little lids on and they just need soaking when the horses are ready to eat them. So I'm actually going to do Donny first today. And if you're new to the channel, basically Donny has a history of ulcers. So we give him this. I don't know if it's pronounced ponies or ponies, we call it ponies, and he has this basically 20 minutes before every ride. It's also really good for stressy travelers. It just lines the stomach. So you just give him a bowl of chaff add this, lines the stomach, basically, as Donnie had acid, is it called acid? No, splash ulcers. So they were the ulcers Donnie was diagnosed with, which he shouldn't have anymore, but as you can see, this is just the maintenance one. You can buy one that fixes or gets rid of the ulcers, but we just give him this 20 minutes before to basically keep his tummy happy. So as I'm doing him first, I'm going to put his he has 50 ml of the ponies in the bowl with the chaff, add a little bit of water, and he can be eating that when I bring them in. So I just thought I'd show you what the ponies looks like, and it actually looks and smells very much like toothpaste. It works for some horses, it doesn't for others. Archie had it and it worked for him. Phelan had it, didn't you? And you didn't like it too much, it didn't really work for you. So yeah, that's just something I give Donnie every time I exercise him. So I'm now heading out into the boys' paddock to get them both in. I always get them both in together because Donnie doesn't like being left out on his own, and Finley can be really silly to catch if you do leave him out on his own. So they just like coming in together, and they're so easy together. You can literally just like put the head collars on and they'll just follow you in. So these are the boys' daytime paddocks. The horses live out, as I've said before, literally all year round. For me personally, my horses need to live out. Finley is a little bit stressy and doesn't really do very well being stabled. He is very much like he likes to be wild and free, basically. So the horses go out here in the daytime, and then at night time I move them into these paddocks behind me, which are a bit smaller, and they have ab-lib hay. Yeah, I mean I am so lucky to be on a livery yard where I have lots of grazing. Previously I've been on livery yards that haven't had as much grazing, and yes, it just makes me really anxious, and I know it makes Finley really anxious. I think Donnie would be okay because he doesn't care, but yeah, Finley just gets a bit stressy when he's stabled. So I'm now approaching the field with my treats, and look, here comes Donovan. Donnie always comes over to me, don't you, baby? Is Finley going to follow though, or is he going to stand about a mile behind? You good boy. I do love this horse. Hello, my man. You're always over first, aren't you? Because you will literally do anything for a treat. Yes. Hello, gorgeous. You got flies on your face? Oh, baby. Enjoying your treats. Enjoying your treats. Right. Should we go in? Should we go in? I usually lead Finley, and Donnie just turns and comes on his own. Finley, don't be horrible to him. Thank you. That's it. We'll come around here. Good boy. Come on, Don. In we go. No more treats. Good boy. Yeah, they are good boys. So the horses are just in their stables now. Just going to take both their rugs off so they can have a scratch. Hi, Finley. And I'm going to start with Donnie. Today is a groundwork day. So I generally, Finley, move out of the way. I generally do groundwork once a week with Donnie, twice a week with Finley. Yeah, it's just something different and works different muscles. Today we're going to be working Donnie on the lunge on 2 lines to try and get him to engage his back end more, and we might stick some poles out as well. And Finley, I might long rein him on the back paddock, like a little bit of a hack. Yeah, just something different for Finley. And Finley is so lovely to do groundwork with, aren't you, Finley? Yes. Hey, Finny. I haven't shown you much of Finley lately, so I thought it'd be nice to include Finny in today's vlog. He looks so good at the moment. He still has a little bit of a clip line from where we clipped him in November, but he looks really well. So I'm going to give Donnie a nice groom. He's still molting a little bit, aren't you? Nowhere near as bad as he was, but I try and groom the horses every day. They might get one day off from grooming, but I really enjoy grooming and prepping, whether that's like mane pulling or leg trimming. There's always something to do. So yeah, we're going to give you a nice groom, aren't we, Don? So I'm just going to lunge Donnie today in his roller, and he just has a bridle with a snaffle on with no reins, which we keep just for lunging, and then we're going to have 2 lunge lines. Yeah, we're just going to try keep it steady and relaxed, because he does get a bit yee-haw on the lunge, and make him work behind, even if it's just for 15 minutes. Good boy. That's it. Good boy. Walk on. Walk on. We're not going over the poles, not yet. Good boy. We're just going to go, walk on to the top of the school where there's a bit more room. Come on. Good boy. And then we'll start to, he isn't great on the long reins. Good boy, but he's better like this, side on. Good boy. You are beautiful. Good boy. I want to try and keep the pink line above his hocks. Good boy. Keep him walking on. Good. Good boy. So he's actually using that back end. Good boy. Good. There we go. And again, a little bit more inside bend. Good boy. So it's sort of similar to me riding him. Good boy. Yeah, good. More inside bend. Good boy. There. Good boy. I like to start off with lots of transitions. So, turn right down. Good boy. Good. Just a bit lazy with his back end, but we'll let him warm up a little bit first. Good. And whoa. Good boy. Good boy. Good lad. When I brought this horse, he hadn't done, hang on, whoa, whoa, whoa. He knows what we're going to do next, unfortunately. Whoa. Good boy. Yeah, when I brought this horse, he hadn't done any sort of groundwork. So he's improved loads. I think he quite enjoys it. Good lad. I hardly have to use the whip at all, which is good. He's really becoming more and more responsive to my voice. Good. I'm just having the lines like how I've set them up. He can't lean onto the bridle, because essentially he's just making it harder for himself. Yeah. Oh, you got an itch. Oh dear. Walk on. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. That's it. And we're going to get that him bending. There we go. I'm working more behind. There we go. To better. There we go. Good. More inside bend. Yes, there. Good boy. Lovely. Good boy. Lovely boy. And woo. 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 Good. And walk on. Just got to watch with him that he doesn't jog, because he does like to, yeah, I know they're shooting somewhere. He does like to jog, look. And woo. Woo. Once you get him going, he's like, let's go. Good boy. Good boy. And turn up. Good. Lovely. Good boy. Lovely. Like, I want him to stretch, but I still want him to work behind. Work behind. Good. There. Done a little change of rein. I don't think I really need the lunge whip today, but it's there on the floor if I need it. And we're off. Donny, whoa, whoa, good boy. Whoa, he likes to do that. Whoa, doggy trot. Good, good boy. Okay, hand her up. Good lad. Good. This is definitely his stronger rein, which is really obvious from this angle. Good boy. Good. Try and let him have as big a circle as the lunge lines will allow. Good. And I don't do loads of this. Literally, we'll have a little walk, trot, canter on each rein, and then we'll do some long reining and some poles. Nosy Parker. Good boy. Yeah, lovely. We can get that back end going a bit more yet, I think. Good. There. There. Good boy. Clouds of dust because it's very dry. We really need some rain. Good boy. And whoa. Good, lovely. Good boy. Yeah. Good. Good boy. And on. Canter. Canter. Yeah. Canter. There we go. There's the wild Donny. Yeah. Good. Sorry, Don. I should have ran after you a bit more then. I don't want him to think he can run. There. Good. He has to be on quite a small circle. There we go. Good. And on. Canter. Yes. Yes. Good boy. Woo. Good. Lunge line's gone up his butt crack a bit, but good. Good boy. We can really focus on keeping him soft through the transitions. And Donny, canter, canter. Good boy. Good boy. And Sarah. Whoa. Good boy. Lovely. Do one more. And Donny, canter, canter. Good. Forward. And Sarah. Whoa. Just do one more when he's not blowing his nose so much. Good. And Donny, canter. Perfect. Good boy. And whoa. Lovely. Good boy. And whoa. 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 Good boy. Well done. Good boy. Good lad. Good lad. Oh, he is gorgeous. Right, finish blowing your nose. And canter. Canter. Good boy. Oh, there we go. Go on, keep going. Go on. Mr. Party Tricks. And whoa. You have to have the lunge line at your butt crack again. Good. Good. Right, let's do it better this time, please. Canter. Yes. Good. 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 And whoa. Lovely. Good boy. Steady. Let's get the trot back. Good. And on. Canter. 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 Don't run. Good boy. And woo. Good. You can see how hard he has to work with the 2 reins. Good boy. One more. Canter. Yes. Good. Less sass. And woo. One more. Steady. And drop that rein. There we go. Good. More inside bend. Yes. Oi. Thank you. Canter. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah. Good. And woo. Good boy. Woo. Woo. I'm going to finish him off now by just walking him over some of these poles. Good boy. Bending him. He isn't amazing at long reining, but he did only learn to long rein about a week ago. When they're backed in Ireland, I find they're not always backed the same way we would back horses. Let's go over this one. Good boy. And left. Good boy. But yeah, I'm really impressed with how quickly he's actually picked this up. Good boy. Should we go over the raised one? Probably knock it down. Yeah. But good lad. We'll have a walk round and a bit of a cool down and a relax. Good boy. How absolutely gorgeous is this horse? You are gorgeous, and I find by lunging him and doing this groundwork like this, he really has to use himself. We've just had a little chill. You can come in now. So we've just finished our lungy, long rainy groundwork session. He really wants his treat now, don't you? You want your treat because you know you've been good. Yes. I don't really usually enjoy doing groundwork that much, but I actually really enjoyed today. I feel like he's really coming along with the groundwork, and when I have those 2 lines, he really has to work over his muscles, and you can kind of see him like as if I was riding him. So yeah, it's been very, very useful. Yeah, as if I lunge him just on one line, he just goes around like a bit of an idiot, don't you? This is who me. So I've now got Finley out. I'm going to do some groundwork with you, but you've been in the school quite a bit this week because Dominique's ridden, Jess has ridden, you've had a lunge in the school. So I think we're going to go out onto the backfield and do a bit of long reining. Just give you a little bit of a brush, Finny. But 17, I think he's looking very nice. So Finley is very filthy, but he is ready to go, and we're going to give him a little lungy long rein out on the hayfield. So we're just taking Finley down this little track which is at the side of the school. We're going to take him out onto the hayfield. We were walking around this quite a lot, but I'm struggling a bit with my hips today, so I think it'll be like a little bit of a long rainy lunge. But he's very good out here. It's just somewhere different for him because he's been in the school quite a lot this week. And I would eventually like to be able to take Donnie out here, because it is a hayfield, the grass is very lush, it's very tempting for them. Good boy. So they really have to listen. But Finley is very, very lovely to do groundwork with. He's so light. Good boy. But we did quite a lot of groundwork when I brought him 13 years ago, because he was quite a nervous horse. Good boy. That's it. Boy. So when I first got Finley, he really hated the 2 lines because he's quite sensitive. But good boy. He's so good, because I mean most horses would want to get their head down right now. Good boy. You don't have to do loads. Good. And Finny. Good boy. You can see with Finley, I don't need a whip at all with him. Good boy. And woo. Woo. Good boy. Finley is completely off the voice, which is lovely. When I brought him all those years ago, he was very nervous. And he was very funny about me touching his sides and touching his mouth. So Finley was really good, but unfortunately the GoPro died. We did loads of walk to canter transitions on 2 reins, like on the lunge, and it's now Spud's time to have his exercise because I'm not able to walk him anymore. He just comes in here. If I can find him. Where's he gone? There he is, and he just runs like the clappers. There he goes, the little greyhound. Yeah. So yeah, Spud comes in here, and usually when he's having his little run, I'll put up some sort of exercise ready for the next day. But we're going to hack tomorrow, so I think I'll just leave it how it is. But he quite likes to have a little zoomies around here. So the boys are just chilling in the stables. They're just going to wait for their dinner. I'll just do Spud, he's in the corner, look. And then I'll soak the feeds, and then it's just putting their fly rugs back on and back out because the weather's absolutely gorgeous still. Yeah, I do love just coming down here, and it's been really relaxed and enjoyable tonight. I feel like both the horses have gone really well, even if we've just been doing groundwork. And yeah, it's just keeping me active. So that is my little horsey evening routine. It's now 5 o'clock. I'm gonna go cook dinner, feed the guinea pigs, do like all my other little jobs. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed our little spring evening routine, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.